Hi guys, it's Super Saturday again. I'm cooking. I'm going to make 2 meals tonight. Well, 1 meal in a side. I'm actually going to make salmon, but that's going to be made in a subsequent video after this one. Because I've decided with the salmon, I'm going to have a potato salad. The girls will be having rice, and I don't fancy rice tonight, so I'm going to make a potato salad. You can buy it from the shops, really cheap. You know, the one from Lidl actually is very nice, and I do buy a couple of tubs. But it's so simple to make, I thought we'd make a homemade potato salad today. So I've got a few potatoes, not many, it's enough for one, because it's only me that's going to be eating, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick those potatoes into a pot of boiling water. Remember, when boiling potatoes, make sure the water is boiling, then put the potatoes in. Don't put the potatoes in cold water and then boil them up. So it's boiling water, a lot of salt. We're going to put those in and we're going to boil those. It'll be about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll come back to the process and make the potato salad. The fun starts. Right, that's the potatoes done. I've just taken them out, and what I've done, I've just drained the potatoes. And what we've got to do is we're going to have to cut those up and put them in the bowl. So we just put the bowl there. With the knife, where I'm just going to cut these up into sections like that. Okay, you know that they're done because they're like squashy, aren't they? You see, so once they're squashy, you know the potato's done. We'll cut these up into portions, make them irregular shapes, because then that way it looks a little bit better, doesn't it? I'm going to put salt on it. Make sure it's salted. Well salted, the potatoes. The water was salted anyway. We're going to add some olive oil. Now look, I use the, don't know if you can see that. This is cold pressed olive oil. It's quite a good one. Like I said, don't skimp on the olive oil. We're going to add a good dating of olive oil. That should happen. It did. Yeah. Cover that well with olive oil. There we are. That's the potatoes now in the olive oil. What we're now going to add to it is some zest of a lemon. So here we go, we'll just add some zest of a lemon. Don't worry, we're going to use this lemon anyway, so we'll get some zest of a lemon over it, because we want to give it that a bit of sharpness, don't we? Okay, zest of a lemon. And now what we're going to do is, obviously, we're going to squeeze the lemon juice into there. Nice covering with lemon juice. It's only for one portion this, so half a lemon should be more than enough. But if you was doing this for 2 or 3 people, you'd need a whole lemon. Anyway, we give this a good mix. Mix this up. There we go. Add a little bit of pepper to it. And believe it or not, this is a basic potato salad. But we're not going to leave it like that, because that's very plain, isn't it? So, I'm going to up the game on this one. Right, what we're going to do now, we're going to add some more flavours to it. Before, when we was adding the lemon and the oil, remember, do that when the potatoes are hot, because when the potatoes are hot, they'll absorb the flavours. When they're cold, it just runs off, doesn't it, and goes to the bottom of the bowl, and the potatoes won't really absorb it. Then normally I would add some parsley, some basil, and some mint. I've only got a bit of fresh parsley, so I'm going to chop up the parsley nice and fine. Remember, stems as well, but remember when chopping, if you're not one of these fancy, like you see on MasterChef, they go jump and it's all done, just cross cut it, move the blade over it, and if it's nice and sharp, it will cut through. So there we are, we've got a nice bit of parsley, good portion of parsley, and now we're going to add that to it as well. Stir it all in. Obviously a bit of mint wouldn't be bad here. Let's see, that's all mixing in there. It's starting to look nice. It's got a bit of colour there as well. But we're not going to stop there. We only just started to get a really spectacular potato salad. As I said, I didn't have any fresh chives, which is a pity. I've normally got, so we're going to have to use some of this stuff in an emergency. It's not the same, but it does add flavour to it. So I'm going to give that a little bit of a sprinkling of chives as well. Not too much, because we've got enough green in there at the moment. But there we are, just a few chives, just to add that extra flavour to it. Now, on to the next one. And now, the next ingredient. The next ingredient I'm going to put in there is some, you can't see that, my tip is going to fall over. It's some yoghurt. Now, a lot of people use mayonnaise. I think mayonnaise is a bit sickly, so I'd prefer a nice natural yoghurt. So I'm going to put in this case, I'm putting in 2 teaspoonfuls. If it was, obviously if there was more of you, if this was made for 3 or 4 people, then you obviously put a bit more in there. Oh, lovely, that really is. Anyway, we mix that in, so we're going to mix the potatoes now. Mix it all up in this nice, fresh, natural yoghurt. We've got the oil, we've got the chives, we've got the parsley. It's all mixing up lovely. Now it's starting to look more and more like a really tasty potato salad. Got a bit of colour in there as well. Look, you can see that fresh pressed oil mixing in there. Okay, so now I'm just thinking, what else can we put in there? There's got to be something just to raise that flavour a little bit more. It's all about flavours, isn't it? And it is very simple, this. We've done nothing, you know, it's just a potato salad. I know what we can do. How about some of this magic stuff here? English mustard. Give it a little bit of a sharpness, this. Goes very well with the yoghurt together. Just put 1 teaspoonful in there. I was going to lick the spoon, but I then realised it is English mustard after all, isn't it? And I almost forgot the after effect of that. So, we put that in the cup, and there we go. Give that a good mix in. There you say, we're finished. But we're not, because I think we can add even some more flavours to this, and I think we can really make this something special. So what can we do now? Well, I think we can up the game even further by adding some bacon. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to chop up the bacon really fine, throw it in the pan and fry it till it's crispy. So we've got lots of little crispy bacon bits. So I'm just going to chop that up and put it in the pan, and then we'll add that into the dish. This is really going to give it that such a flavour. My mouth is watering thinking about it now. Anyway, let me just chop this up and get it in the pan, and then we can get it in the dish. Right, we've just fried up some bacon bits, and we've got them nice and crispy. So we'll just take them out there, and we'll put that onto the paper, obviously, just to get rid of some of the oil. Take that pan away, put it over there, like that. Let's just dry these up, get some of the oil off of them. There we go. And we're going to add, this is really going to up the flavour. We're now going to add these bacon crispy bits to the potato salad. Wow, I can all hear you saying, wow, that's not going to work. Believe me, it works very well. I've just set fire to the spoon anyway. Okay, wrong one. We'll come back, then we'll just mix that in there, the crispy bacon bits, in with the salad. Ooh, that's going to taste so good, this. Let's see what we've got in the cupboard here. Right. leftover breadsticks. Let's do something with that, shall we? Let's smash them up like that, so that they're made up into lots of little pieces. By the way, this is something you can do with leftover pasta, by the way, and you can always use it for your soups and stuff. Okay, this is the leftover breadsticks. We've smashed those up into like breadcrumbs, really, haven't we? Okay, I think that's small enough. We could do it a little bit smaller. Anyway, what I'm going to do now, in the oil that we've just cooked the bacon, I'm going to fry these as well. So we'll stick those in the pan. Right, there we go. We've taken them in the pan. Just going to stick a few of those in there, little toasted bread bits. Not too many, just enough to give a bit of texture and flavour. You're wondering that's not going to work, but believe me, it does. And I think that's about as far as we can go with this one. Oh, of course, what we could do now, just to make it look, that's it, mix it all in like that. Okay, what I'm going to do now, make it a little bit more presentable. I'm going to get another bowl. I'm going to spoon this into the bowl. There we go. Because we have to present this, don't we? Because we eat with our eyes, so if it doesn't look good, generally it doesn't taste good. There we go. And just to finish it off, we will just add a bit of greenery over the top of it, a little bit of parsley, and I think we're good to go. So here we have a homemade potato salad upped by about 5 gears. Anyway, on to the next dish, which is the salmon. That'll be coming with the next video. I hope you liked this. Remember to like, share, leave comments and press the bell for notifications. And remember guys, these are simple dishes. You can all make them. Because if I can make them, you can make them. Stay safe. See you on the salmon dish.